we've seen this sad scenario of Monica Kimani, who was laid to rest this week. But now sharing the front page with this covers is our very own TV star, Jackie Maribe. She's found herself in all of this mix. Smita, your thoughts on this story that has taken a different twist?
I don't know what's happening with you TV girls. Yeah? Okay, you're still young, eh?
You just...
But, wow.
Yeah, no, not really. Yeah. It's a bit... It's to pick up from where we said like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, TV girls are becoming like trophies. They're people, they don't have the imagination.
Well, not all, because that's generalizing.
Yeah, well, I liked when that when Itumbi people were all laughing at him. I'm just thinking Itumbi must be laughing his guts out right now, because it looks like this girl ended up with a psycho. He had said he's a businessman, but apparently, new watchman who could buy a watchman for expensive vacation homes with a liking for weapons. Yeah? So this is what Jackie Maribe got herself.
But she didn't know.
Yes, so
she
these
didn't
are
know.
Yes, so these are con.
So also on that note, the way you're generalizing TV girls, we might as well generalize men and say then the new men, you're 7 months into a relationship, we're engaged, Kume, there's an entire side of you, a different life that I didn't know of.
Yeah, because these men want to get somebody like a Gaberone to boast. They say, no, demu wangu. So everyone says, yeah, you're that television girl, including psychos from Dubai. Watchmen from Dubai are just, you know. All
right, so let me rope you into the conversation.
Well, I think innocent till proven guilty. Quite unfortunate if you hear that I know a young life, a very enterprising young life has been cut short. And in the way that it was described must have been really, really painful even for her.
It was cut short.
Yes, literally cut short. But then again, I don't really think that we should really accuse the TV girl so much, because
Thank you, Solo. That's a more independent answer.
Well, sometimes you meet people and you never know about their backgrounds. We are not saying that he is guilty. We're not saying that it's ultimate that he is the one who committed the crime. But you know, I've been watching and looking what people have been saying, and I think we're really crucifying her for maybe some of the things that she was very, very innocent about. But if you look at the circumstances of what happened and how it's being explained, I really feel for the family and I mean for the young girl.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's remove even Jackie Maribe from this scenario. Yes. I want us to debate on a certain issue that as a society, where you get to date someone for Jackie it was 7 months, right?
Yes,
and then you get engaged. But a lot of people have said 7 months. How do you say yes to someone who you've only known for 7 months? But we've seen relationships, we've seen marriages where they've just known each other for 4 days, a week, 3 months. Yes. They got married, and you know, people are celebrating their 35 years in marriage compared to someone you've dated for 7 years, right? And you know, you break up with them only for them to marry someone else they've dated for 2 days. Just your thoughts on that, Boy, on the issue. Away from the whole Jackie thing, but just that whole concept in itself where you meet someone for such a short period of time and get married.
Away from Jackie, if you meet a bad guy, he's just a bad guy. You just happen to be in that relationship you did not know. And a lot of people are crucifying Jackie for dating this guy. But this guy, there's a lot of red flags from this story that it's on the headline of the Nairobian. First, when he drove into the apartments, he used the fake ID, which was not easy. When he was caught, he told the policeman who was with him then that this case is not going anywhere. And then you find out there was a bullet in his house which needs to be taken to ballistics, and then they analyze it. Another thing is that the guy has a lot of shady stories that is happening, that he looks guilty without even being sentenced or found to be guilty. So when those questions are answered, you will know, and actually used Jackie's car. So that means Jackie trusted the man so much, considering he's your fiancé and you're living with that person. So let's not crucify her. Let's wait for all the facts to come out for us to say, okay, if she was involved, yeah, now she was involved.
Okay, before I bring
But
Michael
to answer your
in,
question-
before I bring Michael in to hear his thoughts as well. Yes, Mita was coming to you. Would you date a girl you've only, let's say, dated for 3 months? Would you marry, rather, a girl you've dated for 3 months?
No, that's ridiculous.
So you're the people who
And
who
men-
date for 10 years?
No, yeah.
Take and go.
My first marriage, I was threatened after like intimate, after like 5 years, and that didn't work out in the end very well.
Okay.
So because a man always knows, like, maybe this is not the right person.
What if it's the right person? Would you marry her after
there should
3
be a
months?
reasonable amount of time, and usually it's women who should put pressure. A man who's proposing it to you too fast is scared of certain skeletons coming out of the cupboard. Mwanaume akikuharakisha, there's a problem. If a man is the one rushing, it should be the woman who's a bit like, hey, after 3 years, what's going on? Can we get engaged?
That's 3 years.
Yeah.
What if I rush you after 1 month?
Yeah. What are you hiding?
So if the night comes back to what are we hiding?
I'll be on Pornhub and then I'll just find Boyo and the boys.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm
So your thoughts on this? Would you date someone would you marry someone you've only dated for 2-3 months?
Well, for me, absolutely not. But
so not marry anyone for 15 years.
Okay.
Well,
So in the 15 years kind of people who waste our time as well.
I feel like I think there are even laws now that even govern how we live in society. That if someone overstays in your house and forgets
stay
their
for
house,
6 months?
it's almost like it's a take and go kind of situation. That now you're probably considered legally married or something. But well, for me, it's not how long we've known each other. Or how long I should date you. I'm one of those paranoid guys in the relationship. I really want to know, where are you from? Where are you coming from?
How long are you going to be paranoid for? 3 years.
No, it's relative.
Solo is paranoid for like 7 years. So, and he'll break up with you after like 6 months.
Surely.
So you have experienced only 1/15 of his paranoia. But I also want to advise these would-be murderers. Stop watching funny movies. Like this, you watch rock videos, people kill themselves in bathtub. That's what women do. You fill a bathtub with warm water, then you slice your wrists. Because clearly what happened to these poor girls, they wanted to cut her wrists. You can see from the first reports of forensics. Then you realize life doesn't work like that.
But you know when someone is cutting when someone is cutting their wrist, no.
Yes.
That normally happens when an individual wants to commit suicide. In Monica's case, her throat was slit.
But I'm saying she began to struggle.
And
It's clear she began to struggle.
You must have
there will be evidence, signs and symptoms. Your family and friends will start
symptoms
thinking.
starts early. There's the cutting, there's the pill taking. It's long term. You just can't wake up and decide I'm suicidal today now.
Let me rope in Michael. Michael, there's this debate that we are having here, and the whole issue of whether you would personally marry someone you've only known for 3 months, or are you the kind like Solo to sort of date someone for 7 years and be paranoid for 5 years out of those 7 years?
Now, interesting question there, Zinzi, and I'll start by first of all putting it this way. How long is a piece of string? In short, how long is long and how short is short? It's very different for every individual, and I don't know how long a relationship you have had for you to decide this is not the guy or this is the guy, because I'm sure you're probably familiar with the song The Heart Is Not So Smart. So I don't know what lyrics this guy has, and they normally say that manipulators, people who are generally criminally inclined, are very, very smart, and they have a way of just getting to your heart. But maybe changing the debate a little bit, there's also the pressure that comes in with the kind of proposal that he had. And I know many people who have gotten into a relationship and said yes, because here's a guy, just play this out, Zinzi. Here you are maybe on air, and a boyfriend who you've been seeing for 4 months comes and he decides that he's going to propose on air, and he brings the ring, and there's a social contract that you almost have with him, that at the point where he presents that ring and goes on one knee, you're unlikely to say no.
Let me tell you something, Michael.
No, wait.
You know
it's
me.
easier
That's
said
why
than
you're
done.
coming to propose to me in my place of work.
No,
easier
said than done. And I know she's just saying that because nobody has done
No,
that.
I'm so serious.
Yeah.
Do it live.
Mike today said he's so smart. He has brought philosophy of string theory. Then he has said a truth. You're only saying that, Gaberone, because there's nobody
yes,
like that.
You see, by the time now you see this. Do you see why courting is important? If you're married, so if you and I were dating, right? You should know what Zinzi likes and what I don't like, and vice versa. I should know. And one of it is Zinzi is not that kind of person who likes to receive flowers at work or coming down to propose on at no. Work is work.
But I like.
Let's do that at a family dinner.
I like Mike's angle because he was talking about the social.
Sorry, you have earned KTN points, eh? But the heart is not as smart as your head, which is telling you to earn.
I will remove this shoe.
Mike is right.
I'm telling you, this is logical right now. But when the heart comes in, it becomes, and you cut me short when I was talking about the social contract. There's a unwritten social contract that you have that it's going to be very difficult for you to say no. Despite the fact that you might think, am I ready, am I not? But the pressure. So let's not sit here and
No, but boy, maybe you can back me with this. I don't think you guys have seen, there's that woman who was proposed for at an airport.
Yes.
At an airport. Yes. And she said no. I don't know.
That is an exception.
Even the one
that is an exception.
The lady was proposed to the iPhone.
Yeah,
She said no.
She was taking off from the game. So,
Zinzi, I'm going to give you homework.
at a bus stop when the woman is running. By the time she's at the airport, she wants to run away to another country.
You can propose at a fuel station where you'll tell her, I'm going to drop you here.
At 2 o'clock in the morning. A deserted fuel station.
All I'm doing, Zinzi, I'm giving you homework. Go to many of your friends, those that you're close to who are possibly married, and find out if their proposal was grandiose and, in public. Find out the pressure that they went through and whether they had an opportunity to actually say no.
Actually, one of my friends, Sheila, she's the one who is recently engaged in my group of friends. She got engaged in what, September, if I'm not wrong, late August, right? And for them, they went to, it was a forest, I can't remember, forgive me.
Go to a forest.
No, at least in a forest you can say no.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
That is the wild.
You see the
These are the zones you are talking about. You are taken to a forest in the middle of the night. Yeah, in the middle of the night in a forest, and you are told, Gaberone,
Say no.
will you marry me? Will you marry me?